Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your September 2021 reading. I'm so excited to look into your energy today. We're going to look at the sun, moon, and rising signs. Remember that your sun is the overall energy that we're reading, the big picture. Your moon sign is how you're going to feel about it, and your rising sign is how it's going to play out for you. So if you do not know what your sun, moon, and rising signs are, go into the description box down below, and there's a free link, and you just need your date of birth and where you were born, and that will pull it up for you. You can, if you don't like that site, you can go to any site on the, if you just Google it, you'll be able to go to any site. There's lots of free ones out there that you can find those out for yourself. Remember that this is a general reading, so I'm not going to resonate with every single person. The energies can be reversed, so assign the roles as you please. If it doesn't resonate with you, just stick around because there may be something in the reading you need to hear. These messages are timeless, so it doesn't matter when you're brought to this reading. It's when you're brought here is when you need the information. If I don't resonate with you, it just means I'm not picking up on your specific energy at this time because there's a lot of people in the world. During this reading, the angels are bringing the Holy Fire Reiki energy to you. So if your higher self wants it, you'll get it. And if it doesn't, then you won't. Don't worry about it. But it is available for you. I'm doing personal readings at this time. So if you want to go to the description box down below, if you need one, you can click on my website and you can follow that and get in touch with me. If also I'm doing Reiki class in October, you can see when the dates are and decide if you want to do the Holy Fire Reiki energy class for yourself. If you like this reading and entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. For those of you who come to my channel quite a bit, and I normally do crystals and oils and all of those things, I'm not doing it during this video for September because I was told not to by my guides. What they want me to do is do a completely separate video for those people who want that information, okay? So once I'm done with all 12 signs, I'll turn around and tell you what oils for the month and everything like that in a separate video. I'm only accepting the highest and best truth, bringing forth the most accurate answers for the highest and best good of the Sagittarius collective. All right, Sagittarius. There are some Sagittariuses that are going through some big stuff right now. So I'm happy to help you and find out what is going on specifically. It feels to me like Sagittariuses are doing big overhaul of the belief systems, the limitations, the things that, like some of you guys are creating belief systems and some of you guys are getting rid of belief systems. And some of you guys are doing both. So let's figure out what's going on. As the world changes, our worldview changes. The way we see the world changes. So you too are moving forward just like Capricorn. I just read that for Capricorn. That was a good reading. This is the strength is over that moving forward. We do have the moon card as an outcome. We have celebration or lots of communication, which came before this. Where you're going is the Knight of Pentacles, just like Capricorn. So those of you who have a Capricorn in your life, you need to check out that video because there's some similarities in this reading. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what we have. We have some lessons and a tower moment. All right. The overall energy for you guys is there's a huge gift coming for you. It has to do with the world of relationships for you, whether it's a career relationship, love relationship, or just a choice that the universe is making for you right now. It has to do with some deception, either that you created yourself or that someone did for you, where you left someone out in the cold or they left you out in the cold. And because of that, them or you standing up for yourself, now there has been communication. They're giving me all of these. And now that communication led to lots of conversations that are led by the universe and by God. Wow, that is huge. I have not had to read that many cards in the bottom of the deck, but they showed me a story that they wanted me to convey to you. So one more time. We have a gift. We have a gift that doesn't look like a gift. It is a gift disguised as something else. Sometimes it's disguised as a lesson. Sometimes it's disguised as a person that you don't realize that that is a gift in your life. Sometimes it's disguised as an opportunity disguised as a woe or something not going your way, but that's really an opportunity for you to grow and get something more beautiful in your life. And the beauty that's coming in has to do with this Lover's card. And this Lover's card, there's angels' wings, which means it's guided by the heavens. It's guided by God. This is a major arcana card. And this is saying that a relationship, a very important relationship, or healing within a relationship. This is, see, the angel up here is guiding this whole thing. You have the sun, the angel, so God, angel, and then God within each person is, and then the beauty of the earth. I mean, everything is working together to make this relationship harmonious and make this relationship happen in the way that it was supposed to, like in the soul contracted way. Very, very beautiful. This definitely is also, because it's major arcana, it means that the choices that are being made right now are heavenly led, meaning that sometimes God is making the choice for you. So for some people, God is going to create, okay, if the person doesn't want to change or won't change, that God could create a scenario in your life that removes that person from your life. If the person decides to change, then God is going to, and decides to do the hard work, then God is going to place his hand along the path to help you guys get to where you need. Meaning, they're going to show them the videos that they need to see. They're going to have people come into their life that gives them the information that they need to hear. You know, it's like the angels will be speaking through people, through video, through music, whatever they need in order to access the intuition for this person to move forward in a beautiful way. Because what happened is there were some lies to the self, lies to other people. There were lies, or there were, I don't want to look at it, I don't want to see it, I don't care what's going on, I don't want to do that right now. Those types of feelings were surrounding this relationship and not allowing it to move forward. If the person chooses to stay in this feeling, then God will gracefully remove them from your life. If the person chooses to change, then they have to look at their own pain. And they're going to have to look at why they decided to not look at it, why they allowed the deception to occur, whether they lied to you or whether they allowed you to lie to them. However, I just can't feel the difference between this one because there's so many people. However, whatever happened in this relationship, this is what God's trying to do to this relationship. But this is what the relationship consisted of before there was communication. So this is a very negative, lonely. This is the card of being lonely and not being seen, and leaving people out of your life, or you are, or they did, however it was. But this is definitely a card of somebody be left out. We're going to leave you out, right? And because of that, it had this distinct communication of these events speeding up, blocks being lifted, and then all of a sudden it was very fired up and ambition, and somebody felt that it was time to take action and have a divinely inspired conversation. Okay, and here's the conversation. So if you haven't had this yet, you will have this happen. But I have a feeling that this was what this card is right here, where we just came from. Lots of talks, lots of communication, and what God is telling you, it's not over. The month of September is going to continue on this path. It's going to, see, we're moving along the path. This is the person moving along the path. And it's going to take some strength to do it, because this is what's crossing over it. It's going to create strength, and it's going to take strength and take patience. Whatever you need to do to move through it. You need to take a bunch of baths, great. If you know, just you need to use essential oils, awesome. If cannabis is legal in your state, then use that. I mean, whatever you need to do, because this is going to be, it's going to take some work. Now, I don't see the work card, but what I do see is a very consistent, steady sewing movement. This knight is not running. His horse is stuck in the mud. Although I don't feel like you're going to be stuck in the mud, I do feel like it's going to be like, if you could see that this horse was walking, he would be walking really, really slow. And this slow moving energy makes people impatient. It kind of drives people crazy, but it's very dependable though. It's very loyal. The way that this is going to play out is going to be very, very long-term and consistent, very steady movement. You don't want to run through this because there's too much that needs to be looked at for you just to run really quickly like the full energy and run through this is something that needs to, it's going to take time and it's going to take strength, and God is just saying that it's going to be the whole month of September. Like, you're not done. This is going to be something you're going to go through. Some of you guys are like, well, this pain that I'm looking at, I just want it to go fast. I don't want to be stuck in my pain for too long. I just want to see it and then move on, see it and then move on, see it and move on. Some of it is stuff that is deep and needs to be released. That's why God is giving you the strength. The angels will be right there with you. Everybody's going to be right there with you. You're not alone. You have lots of support around you. But you do, so you're asking about, can this just be fast though? Like, okay, great. I understand I need to look at my pain, but can we just can I not sit in it? I don't want this energy. I want this energy, the fast energy. I don't want slow moving energy, but, so they're saying that. Let me get a little bit more on that and see. Because the slow moving energy is what they're showing me is going to put you in the best position. If you skim over this, then you're going to have to do it again. So embrace it. You don't have to absorb it. You can observe it, but not absorb it. You can, it's all about gaining a lot of intellectualizing it this time, than more of the emotions. The emotions are going to be there, but there's some things that need to really be learned, is what I'm feeling. Hold on, let's see if we can get something else. Oh. Yeah, there's going to be some truth, and you're going to see why the inner child was never happy. Okay, yeah, this is going to be big. Okay, so here we go. We have the Page of Swords coming in. This is why it can't be fast. Because you're going to get information. And not only will you see that all the hard work that you had in your life is paying off, but you're going to get the information, the intelligence of the missed opportunity of the happiness, and why the world was, for lack of a better word, held from you. Why the child didn't get to have the happiness. Because this is a thing that's plagued you. It's plagued your relationships to move forward. You're going to get information as to why not you. Why you weren't good enough. But it's not that you weren't good enough, but why you felt not good enough in your life. The child, why did the child struggle? And then it's, why did we not get the happiness that we so deserved? The cool thing is that the people around you, okay, so they want me to dive in a little bit more as to why you have to go slower. Okay, let's pull these advice cards first, because I'm being pulled in a different direction. They're saying that that's why you're doing what you're doing. This is Healing of the Inner Child. So there's a book. I think there might be a book in the description box about the inner child. If not, I need to put one. There's an inner child workbook that you can get off of Amazon, which I'm using as well, and I'm working with as well, and it seems pretty good so far. It has it's probably one of the best books I've seen on the subject, because not a lot of people have written about it in a way of like, how do I do this? How do I work through this? Okay, so adjustments are going to be required, and the answers that you need are coming. We're not letting the past hold you back. We're actually building confidence through this to help yourself understand that you're good enough. So that's why it has to move slowly, because there's just too much to dive into for it to move fast. It's like God can't give it all to you all at once, because it would be too much for you to bear. So it's going to be given to you slowly throughout the month. You're going to be able to handle it though, because it's going to be like, okay, here's a piece of information. You're going to feel it. Let it go. Okay, here's a piece of information. You're going to see it, feel it, let it go. But you're not going to hold on to it. That's why God doesn't want to give it to you too fast, because if he does, you're going to want to hold on to it, and you're going to want to stay in that. And there's just too many mental health issues going on right now in the world for God to just slam all the information into your plate. You know what I mean? Like, here you go. So there's going to be small adjustments that are going to come in throughout the month. You're going to see it, deal with it, because the answers that you're asking for, that you've been asking for a while, they're coming, and you're going to get the answers. They're just going to be slowly, because God doesn't want you to let your past hold you back, because some of the answers that you're going to get, you're going to feel very deeply, and you're going to want to stay in that energy because it's going to feel comfortable and normal, but God just wants you to look at it. He doesn't want you to stay in it. It all has to do with you being good enough, to be here in life, and it has to do with your confidence as well. That's why it's slow baby steps. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Very slow moving energy so that you don't get overwhelmed and explode, because that's not God's. You do have some very spiritually guided people around you, because when you're in the muck of it, or you're in the illusion, or you're feeling the feelings, then you're going to need someone to help you pull you out of that. So relying on people, having conversations with people is going to be your best bet this month. Don't hold anything in. Talk about it, 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 move in. I don't know, that's not even the right key or anything, but that, just keep talking. Build your circle of influence around you, get friends around you, and talk to people about how you're feeling, so you're not holding it in, and you're not exploding or imploding. Either one of those are horrible. Exploding on people is not good. Imploding on yourself is not good as well. So make sure that you're talking to people as you move through the experience. What you're going to see is all the illusions, all of the crap that the child believed, all the crap that the child thought they saw. And you're going to see all of the lessons. And these lessons are going to put you in a really good spot for healing. Like, you're going to feel really strong and understand yourself more than you've ever understood yourself before. You're going to see the crap. You're going to see it. It's going to illuminate. And then you're going to start talking to people about it. And you guys are going to start talking about it and teaching each other about it. And then you're going to see, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I lived in that energy for as long as I did. I cannot believe I let people treat me that way. And you're going to feel very strong within yourself. It's going to feel wonderful. This is a confidence that you've never felt before. This is going to be good. This is 0 to 3 months from now. 3 to 6 months from now, your world is going to look different. You're going to have an ending and a new beginning in freedom and conversation. A new beginning, this is beautiful. This is what the new beginning looks like. The tower is fine as long as we move into a new beginning. The tower is great as long as we don't move into devil energy. But what are we moving into? We're moving into something more divinely inspired. You're moving into expressing yourself. The greatest achievement of self that you have felt so far. You are going to open up in so many different ways. If it's a career that you want to change, it's going to go in your way. If it's a love life you want to express yourself about, everything's going to be beautiful. And if it's that you're just going to feel really, really open, because it's coupled with the Fool. That is beautiful. The Fool energy is a major arcana card of freedom. This person barely has anything that they're taking with them, and they're jumping from cliff to cliff up in the clouds, with light clothes on that barely touch their skin, and their hair is flowing in the wind, and the sun is shining on them. It's abundance of happiness. You have to tower through this to have the new communication that makes you have your self-confidence, your self-love, that'll bring you into the full energy and bring you back into being the Sagittarius that takes leaps of faith, the Sagittarius that loves to express themselves with people, the Sagittarius that just is open and free and loving, and it's beautiful energy. So for those people who are into love, let's go ahead and let's see what's going on in the love area because this could have to do with love, but I feel like it could have to do with any relationship. It could be a parent-daughter or parent-child sibling relationship. It could be a partner relationship. It could be a romance relationship. It could be career. It doesn't really have to be romance, but we're going to check romance out because I like that. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, okay? I appreciate all the support to my channel. You guys are awesome. All right, so worth waiting for. Yeah, so what you're going through is super... Okay, yeah, lots of good stuff here. What you're going through is going to be worth the wait. Okay, this slow-moving energy is worth it. Trust me. There are some ways that you believe about yourself that are influenced by the religious sector of the world, and it could be any religion. It could be a religion that you picked up along the way. It could be one you grew up in. Whatever, some of you guys have low self-worth and low self-esteem because someone in your life was very religious and they felt bad about what they were doing, so they projected that onto you, and that religion is causing a problem right now. And so take a look at that. Love yourself for it first. That's what you're working on, and you're going to be healing your family issues through all of this. So this is really beautiful. The love that you're waiting for, whether it is career, family, friend, or lover, it's worth the wait. This little moving forward energy is worth it. We need to take a look at some of the religious things that are popping up, or some of the world views in religion, some of the perceptions that other people have held over you. And this is all about gaining self-confidence, self-worth, and loving yourself first, because it's going to not only heal you, but all of the other family issues with your partner, family issues with your children, family issues with your parents, whether or not you allow parents to come back into your life or not. It still can heal the ancestral line forward and backwards. So very beautiful, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for coming today. You guys have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye.